me whole Martin, is going to go to Washington on St. Patrick's Day when there's no St. Patrick's Day in the Irish Republic. Now, people might say it's a long-standing tradition, and I get that. It's good to have a tradition. It's good to have a tradition, especially with a very powerful country. Obviously, there's more Irish in America than there's in Ireland. It's good to keep that tradition alive because Ireland, at the end of the day, when we look down to it, Ireland really did build America. Ireland, a huge amount of Irish people went over to America, built America really. Worked hard to build themselves up from nothing and build themselves up to the very top of American society. And that's something we should look back on with pride in this, and how we really helped America in loads of civil wars, and in the American Civil War we helped them. Many fought for the Union, the American Union. Huge amount of Irish brigades in the American Civil War. Many fought and died for America, who were Irish people. So it's a long-standing tradition. I understand that. And obviously America has loads of companies, pharmaceutical companies, things like that in Ireland, which has given us a good bit of money, but at the same time it's not as much money as they should be paying. But at the same time, it's good to have the business. It's good to have some jobs in this country. Some people are getting jobs out of it, which is good. I know 3 or 4 people that are working with American pharmaceutical companies and getting a good, decent wage. And they're good Irish people. And they're getting a good wage out of it, and I'm happy for them. They have a decent wage. They're treated very well. They're given nice holidays. Again, they're treated very well. So it should be said. But again, it's this fact, and people might say they're only going over for tradition and things like that. It's not the point. It's not the point. This is the point. Let's lead by example. You and I can't leave. We can't leave 5k. Where we can leave for work and things like that. You get what I'm saying. But we can't leave at 5k. We can't go anywhere. Oh, you'll be fined. It's just lead by example. And as far as I know, and as far as I remember from my geography lessons, which I was very good in geography, America is a long way away from Ireland. It's a long journey away. It's not 5k, I don't think. So I don't know where Micheál Martin's thinking about going. Because you think the guards will stop him at the airport and say, "What's your reason for travelling?" I don't think you're going around with a bowl of shamrocks. It's a central reason. Imagine if he goes and says that to the guards. I just love if a guard stops him at the airport when he's going in. "What's your reason for your travel, sir?" I'm going forward to give a bowl of shamrocks to President Biden. That's not in the situation. We're going to take you into the guards' barracks and charge you. I love if a guard just done that just for the crack. Yeah, I think he'd be getting a medal. Because that'd be just great. Because again, this is the thing. Again, it's principle. It's just principle. That everybody else has to go by the rules. Politicians are no different. But again, I think we all know, one rule for D, another rule for the other. Again, what happened to Golfgate? Phil Hogan, where's his fine for being on his phone? Where's the guards to find him for organising the gathering? Where's that? Anybody at all from the Garda Síochána would like to please acknowledge that, because I emailed the Garda Press Office. I actually sent the letter to the Department of Justice in relation to something else, but I did ask the question. Didn't get a response back, but I got a response on the other thing, but I didn't get a response back on this, on why Phil Hogan was never charged for being on his phone. And that was the thing. Why was he never charged? Because that was anybody else to be charged, which is the right way to have it. But no, not him being charged, but obviously if somebody's on the phone, it's more likely to be distracted and cause an accident. I'm sure people would agree with that. But yeah, again, one rule for D, another rule for the other. Politicians don't provide by the rules. They don't have to listen to the regulations or rules, whatever. Talk about hypocrites. That's really all I can say. And the only thing I say, I hope he stays in America and I hope he has a nice time. I would even go as far as saying that, I think the taxpayer should buy him a nice house in America and keep him over there. I think that everybody be saying, that's a decent way to spend Irish funds. Because we won't have to see Micheál Martin again. We just leave him over in America. We buy him a house and we leave him there and we won't let him back. You think that'd be the right way? The right way of doing it. We might look into that. We might have to ask the finance minister, Pascal Donoghue, could he buy a nice house for Micheál Martin to stay in America? Because I think people in this country just don't want to see him anymore. Because Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, you have to say people are just utterly fed up with them. Like you could see that with Sinn Féin. Even though I'm not the big, I say straight, I'm not the biggest fan of Sinn Féin. I used to be a Sinn Féin supporter, but I'm not a Sinn Féin supporter now. But not the biggest fan of them. But again, the people spoke. The people spoke in the last election. They want to change. And these two parties are still in. But again, the people is the will of the people. Whatever the people want. The people in Cavan, particularly, said overwhelmingly Sinn Féin. And I say that straight. That I didn't expect it. So yeah, they got nearly 4 or 5. Matt Cowley got 4 or 5,000 extra votes, which he didn't need to qualify as a TD. Which got Pauline Tully elected, which was another Sinn Féin TD, which is the first time TD going for Dáil Éireann, which says something. There's been 4 politicians in Cavan who were going since a long time, and they barely got in. They got in by the skin of their teeth. But yeah, just to say to everybody, hypocrisy in this country. Thank you.